with Jaydi Samuels. Now, first of all, congratulations on your super awesome, cool, badass TV writer job, right?
Yes.
But what we really want to know, and why you're here at Get It Girl, is what's this LJ matchmaking idea, this business that you have? How did this come about?
So this came about because my business partner, Lauren Rosenberg, and I had independently been setting people up for a very long time, going back to like years, like
friends.
In college. People would
BC.
exactly, yeah. And so people would come up to us and say, "Oh my gosh, do you have anyone for me?" And for a long time, I had thought about starting a company. And so one day when I was prior to the TV writing stuff, when I was an assistant, I decided, I had a little extra time on my hands, and why not help people find love? And because I knew so many people in the industry, having been working in entertainment for years at that point, a lot of the original referrals came from that when I put the word out. And then Lauren heard about what I was doing and said, you know, if you ever need help, let me know, and I would love to send you some people, you know, work with you. And she ended up sending, you know, half of the business over to me. And so it just made sense to kind of go into it together. And someone just named a baby after her. So, you know, our combined experience was...
So it's working.
Oh,
People
yeah.
are meeting and falling in love. You have like an eye for that? Like,
yeah, it's more like here, like in your gut, but the eyes are helpful too.
Wait, you haven't thought yet about why they didn't name a baby after you, or you get dibs on the next one? Or...
I'm hoping it's the next one and maybe the next three.
Yeah, you guys will keep a tally board.
Exactly.
so how does it work? Is there an app for it? You just come to
No
you?
app.
Okay.
It's up here. So yeah, we sit down with every client and get to know them. It's all referral based. So a lot of these matchmakers who also are in it for, of course, the right reasons and have their own fantastic business models. Ours is a little different in the sense that if we walk into a bar and we see a really attractive male or female, we're not gonna hand out a business card because that type of vetting can be very tricky, and we want to make sure the quality control is really high. So everyone we work with is referred or invited by one of us.
And so what do you have to do to qualify, really?
Yeah, that's what we
because
want to
we're
know.
Single and
Two single girls here.
Desperate. No, just kidding.
No, she's right. We are desperate.
So yeah, in order to qualify, you know, I can invite you right now. So you either have to be referred or invited. And once the criteria, I suppose, for the actual referrals, because being referred is one part of it, but you need to be someone who your friend and who we would deem a quality individual, who is grounded, looking for something serious. And you know, it's not...
Isn't that hard to find in the entertainment industry?
It is hard to find. It is hard to find in general, right? So for us, you know, it sounds like really, really basic criteria, but it is shocking how few people actually meet it. And so from there, you know, we believe that there's someone out there for everyone. So we take the time to get to know everyone. And
I love that.
From there.
I mean, I'm on one dating app. It's subscription based, and it's also for entertainers. And I write in my bio, if you're looking for something casual, move along. Because I think when you're upfront and honest about what you're looking for, you'll get that back. Or at least you'll get the respect of someone just swiping left on you. Because if they aren't looking for the same thing, they'll just move on.
So, do you have issues with clients not having the same idea of unconditional love as, say, the partners that they're actually looking for?
So as far as having different versions of what it is they're looking for their future and a partner?
For what, you know, for me, yes, okay, this is not casual, this is my life partner. But what does that really mean? Does that mean I can go out and you know, flirt with other guys? Is that criteria that you guys look at?
Yeah, so that's a really good question. So it's not everyone has to be what we would call marriage oriented. However, we do only meet with people and start setting them up if they are looking for something serious and long term.
And so I saw that you actually ask the women to pay for membership and not the men.
Yes.
Why is that?
So we started off experimenting with different business models, and we found both Lauren and I consider ourselves feminists. It's really important for us that, you know, the women are not paying and being in this pool to service the paying male clients, which is really common with a lot of matchmaking companies. So we wanted to make sure, we were actively looking out for both the men and the women. And we found at the beginning, we started to charge both, which made sense to us. And when we started doing that and we started slowly increasing the rates, I probably shouldn't be even sharing this, but when we started increasing the rates, we found the quality of the women stayed the same and the quality of the men drastically declined. And of course, that's all subjective, but we found that when we sat down with the women, the kind of men who a lot of our women were looking to meet, you know, the traditionally handsome, successful types, were not willing to pay. And so we found that, you know, if a man is a gentleman and likely he's treating on dates anyway, for us, we thought, okay, invest in our female clients by continuing to do what hopefully you're already doing and treating on the dates, and the women will pay for the service, and it comes full circle, and everybody's happy. And so we have these great guys in our database who wouldn't ordinarily work with matchmakers, and of course there's always exceptions, but we found that to keep the quality the same for both the men and the women, that business model really worked.
And the women are in control. The women have this power. I love this.
Did your business partner find you your husband?
Yeah, no, we're going to talk about this when we come back.
You seem to know a lot about dating and relationships. So what's your current relationship status?
So interesting you ask. So I am recently engaged.
Yay! Congratulations. Did your partner
Thank
set you up with your partner?
You know, yes and no. So it was a little bit of a combined effort in that he was actually referred to the company a year and a half before. So if you're wondering the quality of the men that we work with, they're really high. I'm marrying one. Yeah, so we set him up 5 times unsuccessfully. And
oh my God, 6 times the charm.
So the entire time we were working with him, and you know, the process is extremely professional. Both of us are meeting with clients at all times. And, you know, for him, both of us had this instinct when we met him, like, oh, he needs someone like Jaydi. And so, you know, we thought really, really highly of the women that we were putting in front of him. And in my mind, they were like cooler versions of me.
Yeah. But you're the coolest.
Yeah, so thank you. It got to a point where I wasn't even, when I started the company, I was in a relationship. And it wasn't until much later that when I became single, I thought, hey, like I could go on these apps, or I could walk into a bar, or I could do what I'm telling my clients to do, trust us that we know it's good for you. And so I thought, you know, there's that guy that I always thought is just looking for someone like me, who I think is also great for me.
And now look at this.
Oh my God.
Let me see that rock.
There's a ring on that finger.
And not only is it a ring, but it is a rock.
Yes.
You're gonna sink to the bottom of the ocean with that thing on. If you're on the Titanic, you'd be at the bottom of the ocean.
Yes.
All right, so since it's your first time on Get It Girl, we like to play games here.
Yes.
So we're gonna do and don't. Ready? We're gonna give you a scenario, and you're gonna tell us if you think we should do or don't, or if you would do or don't.
Okay.
Do or not do, okay?
Let's do it.
All right, so first up, sending unsolicited nudes. Everybody said, don't. I thought you were gonna say
Listen, let's be real. We all know that I want to do, okay? But when you say unsolicited,
like,
right?
They didn't ask, you just sent it.
Okay. Well, maybe a little bit.
How well do we know each other?
Receiving an unsolicited nude?
Oh, look at that.
Sending an unsolicited nude, sending a solicited nude. Yeah, all right.
Oh, okay. Next one. You have
Okay. Are you the first to ask a guy out?
one? Like, be the first to ask a guy out.
Okay, so can there be a caveat?
Yes, please.
So until I asked out my now fiance, it would have been this all the way. I was extremely traditional. We don't get into relationship coaching in our business, but if we did, I would have said, absolutely do not. But the one time in my entire life I did, it worked for me.
Yes, that's what I'm talking
All right,
about.
maybe I should turn this don't to a do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so would you ever ask about exes on a first date?
Major don't.
Really?
This is why I'm single. Okay.
We're all saying do. Yes.
Oh, that is so funny. On the first date to talk about it.
Yes.
I think I talk about everything on a first date.
I'll be like, so tell me, what were her worst things? You know, tell me about her defects. Make me feel better.
My first question is, who hurt you?
Do you feel broken and why?
Yeah. Let's
Okay.
move on.
Next one. Do we split the first date or do we let them pay?
Let them pay.
Wait, so is this a
don't? So
Yeah, I'm a
split on the
don't.
first day or no?
He's split, do not.
Yeah.
There we go. We're look at that.
There we go.
Fiona, get out of here.
Get out of here, you equalist. No, just kidding.
I am down to split.
Well, being down to split is different than actually doing it. So, no, seriously. So there are a lot of people who the idea is pleasant, but then there's so many scenarios in which, you know, friends, clients, they will offer, and then when the guy goes ahead and accepts,
They
they're
feel
like,
offended.
Yes. So I think the do is fine. The splitting the check is fine. Just make sure you are prepared to accept the consequences, meaning if you really like that person and they actually accept that, it should not deter you from going on a second date.
Good one.
Very smart. Oh
right,
my
well,
gosh.
Would you get home with someone on the first date?
Would I?
Or would you recommend a client to?
Yeah.
I get really excited when clients do that. So
That
it would be
is
hypocritical if I said not to.
In conclusion, I've been doing this all along.
Yeah, I'm gonna be single forever.